So, hi, welcome again to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I talk about everything having to do with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and his beautiful wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. And I would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribing. And if you are already subscribing, I'd like to say thank you very much. I appreciate you very much. And I love you very much. So, in this one, I wanted to give you an update about my $3 billion lawsuit against the British government and the British monarchy. I know, it's absolutely crazy. So this lawsuit I started in the Southern District of New York, the federal court, and the case number is 22-10792. Right, so I think everyone in the public can follow it. And I basically started it because I feel that every human being has a fundamental right to know their origins, to know where they came from, to know who they are and where they came from. They have a fundamental right to have a full knowledge of their identity, their true identity, and not one that has been imposed by any government. And I think that in my case, and in the case of millions of people like me who are of Caribbean heritage, so called British Commonwealth in the Caribbean, most of us don't know which country in Africa we came from. I mean, if you said to us, okay, get out of our country, go back to Africa, we have no idea where to go because Africa is not a country, right? And because of the what I feel are the unlawful actions and inactions of the British government and the British monarchy for over 300 years, well, over 400 at this point, someone like me not only does not know where I came from, I don't know my origins, but I'm also expected to accept that as being a normal thing, right? And so for me, I would like for the government of England and the British monarchy to explain to me its compelling reason, which is its constitutional burden, to prove that there is a compelling justification why people like me and only people like me should be okay with not knowing their origin, should accept it as being normal when every other human being on God's earth has a right to know their origin and in fact does know their origin. And so I basically filed a case. And so, it's more than it's just, it's a I don't want to say it's a David versus Goliath because even that it's more than that. I mean, I'm not a David, you know what I'm saying? I'm a girl, and just look at me, I'm like just I'm all of the stereotypes that makes this completely crazy. And so, you know, in terms of the outcome and what do I expect will happen, I mean, I don't know what will happen really. I mean, I think I know what should happen is that I should win because I think that the law is clearly on my side. But do I have delusions about that? Do I think that, oh, I should win, so therefore I will win? Of course not. Of course not. I'm not completely naive, okay? When you're dealing with such powerful people and you're dealing with this level of politics and you are who you are and you have no resources and you're this and you're that, I mean, of course you have to have a very sort of either a very realistic outlook or you have to be completely out of your mind or both, right? And so, I had a boyfriend once. I mean, the first one, maybe the only one at this point that I can really call a boyfriend. But he always used to say to me that, I always pick fights with people who are so much bigger and stronger than me because I would always try to fight him. Like, I mean, he'd like if I'm upset, I'd start hitting, da 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 da, and but he was very very strong. He was just like so strong, like it was just stupid. Like I couldn't do anything. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'd try to hit him, and he just grab my hand, and he wouldn't even have to grab it very very strong, and I couldn't like defend myself because yeah, I'm a girl. My upper body is not like my strongest place. So he would make fun of me. He's like, you start these fights and you can't do anything to defend yourself. Why do you keep doing it? And so I kind of think of him when I when I do this lawsuit, because of course I mean, look at me, and I'm like suing the most powerful government, the most powerful empire in modern history all by myself. So it's kind of like a little bit like, I'm out of my mind. But it, like, even with my boyfriend, it's like, if I feel like, I mean, my former boyfriend, I mean, if I feel like, you've upset me and it's really like a big upset and you're wrong, and I'm not taking this. I'm fighting back, and I don't care if I lose. And so yeah, it's like that, I mean, I don't care if I lose. I don't care if I lose. I'm fighting the British Empire. I'm fighting the British monarchy. I want to know my origins, and that is that. So stay tuned to see what happens. Remember how I always said that my dad gets upset with me, but I always said I'm like my cousin Vinny's cousin Marion on this case. And yeah, so it's kind of like that. So it should be very interesting. But yeah, I started the lawsuit. It's for $3 billion. It's in New York, in the Southern District of New York. It's 22-10792 is the case number. And let's see what happens. So yeah, so see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.